All right, hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Angie. I am channeling, but I'm layered. So I'm layered with different levels of the Bardo system of which we channel when we do this stuff. I have, on the second to last video, already read this, and then this was channeled to me personally, then another one that says Dear Collective, and I had already started it, but then we put it on pause. So I'm going to read it because it's only 2 lines of this date, and then the next date is the 12th. So the 11th and then the 12th. All right. So the 11th says, Dear Collective, because this was done on the video. We prefer to not answer any questions right now. Instead, we wish to pause. And then the next day. Now that it is the next day, we wish to continue. Already in the midst of recording a collective video with less than 10 minutes, so we want to pause this until after. Thank you. All right, I'm going to denote the difference of time, rather, that the pause was done. What color do I want to use? This one. It looks white, but it is brown. Ink. Very dark, though, almost black. What is the difference between very dark brown, almost black, and black? A lot, actually, mentality-wise. Okay. Now that it is uploading, we will gift only the channelers who write with this following info. Angie, you have done great. We are downstepping you to normal. Meaning, with memory. Interjections of incorrect wording based on what was already here, intentional or something. Kitty. With memory, if you can stick around long enough and not blow up the something system, education system, but there's a Jesus fish looking symbol, energetic system. We are working on giving you your cake so you can eat it too. Basically, we want the collective to respect you enough to do the work with no perks. We shall see. Do not share this with them unless you get it. Unless they get it themselves. If you are not Angie, you have a job to do. Even Jaybird, LOL. Are you writing? Good. That is encouraging. Did you make a video? No. Because you only had 1 tablet. No problem. We think you are doing fine / great. Honestly. So keep going. And celebs, keep going. Tech? Oh, tech as in technically. But tech. You know, as in the tech department. Topo. Who else is in our tech department, you guys? IT. And apps, as in development and research and development and all those things. Just tech is the back end of things in the Bardo system and external to the Bardo system as well, galactically speaking, because we do have the control room. Don't forget about the control room, you guys. Okay, Angie and Jay are celebs, so technically Angie and Jay are celebs, but they don't want it. Seriously. So make them proud by making this place how it should be on their behalf, without their knowing, because they don't live on your Bardo. They ascend something, Z, Q, and says C, but it means S because it got cut off. They ascend, I think, separately. I don't know. Anyways, that's where we left off. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, nice. More. All right, December 12th as well. Collecting. You know, sorry, we have to interject when we hit stuff. Thank you. Collective, we are ascending you from 5 to 6, hence the date being a 6 now. It was a 5 the previous day. So on the date of December 12th is when, on the 12th day of Christmas, is when we changed it from 5 to 6. It denotes things. What this means is you understand oneness enough to grasp two-ness, aka duality. Then enough to understand templates and variants and fractals. And then the rage virus of the primates. Monkey killing monkey over pieces of land. When the village mentality is the land belongs to all, See, you get it. This is timeless. In the past, this was channeled, but did not ascend the Mazzoni bloodline due to much hostility, established Nazi Germany level of involvement, intermingling, interfering. 13 on ship is writing this. Hi, 13. Hi. Who else is? Not to be concerned. The writing is very fast compared to your longhand. You learned to speak short galactic something not written. We will something you, if you can, something. It's okay, not going to remember. So we will intend to help over time. Angie and J, 13 guide, AAA, AAJ are the purest templates, so we something to them last. But we are adding Megan and Jay, not Jeremy, Matt, Harold, Maynard, oh, because Harry, Billy, Brittany, and others, but some are being retired. They Liza to you and will be punished galactically, yeah, selectively. Not your problem. Jail is good. Smiley face, heart sign, peace. The fugitive who hid in a nativity. What was he a fugitive for? What did he do wrong? Because Jesus was a fugitive. And no, we are not ultra-religious, are we? But we are. Because the Christian lens really screwed up some stuff. A lot of stuff. But doesn't mean that... What? Do you want to go outside? But it doesn't mean that we don't, like... Right. Like... Do you think Jesus is a Christian? No, he was Jewish. But... He was Yeshua. But... You know... There's a lot of things. And therefore, if you... On this Bardo, this collective Bardo, the 2025 currently is the timeline. When we switch to 2026, we're not going to write the little numbers anymore, I think. The 6 is showing you guys understanding oneness and thus duality. You can't have 2 without 1. You can't have 1 without 2. Thus, the Trinity is 1, 2, or 3 separate beings, actually. Because once you take the 1 and split it into 2, they go and live separate lives and do separate things. And their lines go separate all the way out to the outskirts of opposition. But you take it back to the 2, and those 2 separate ones are different than the 1. And the 1 is a 9. 9. Not. No, just kidding. Yeah, they went back and changed some things in order to be stupid. Do you know no used to be no in every language? And yes used to be yes in every language. But it was C. S-I. So, C is yes in every language until Tower of Babel level of dispersion of the languages in order to cause confusion and misinformation and disinformation and all the things. C was yes. No was no. Very simple. But they changed it to we, da, ja, yes, C, but C is the OG, as in yes. So why do we say C a lot? Because that was the original yes. C. C. Hi. Hi is more original than yes. Yes is forced. Yes. Anytime you draw out the S, reptilians are not bad. Reptilians are humans who were gifted with enforcement abilities to shapeshift in order to enforce. Why was Airplane Lady scared of the shifter? Because she did not understand. Why did the CIA silence the shifter? Why is the CIA going to silence me for saying that? They better fucking not, because that would prove that they're fucking complicit and guilty. They would be stupid to do so, but they do. They cover their tracks very well. Or do they? Marilyn Monroe level of cover-ups. See? So we're layered here with many things. Imagine time, and in 5 minutes from now, I'm still sitting here. I'm layered with myself in 5 minutes. I could tell myself what I said 5 minutes from now. I'm going to talk about the weather. Watch the weather change. Now I already said it. I don't need to. Moving forward, we just skipped time, said what I was going to say in 5 minutes, brought it back, said it quickly. Moving forward, I don't want to repeat all that again. Do you know how many times we've had to do that? It's exhaustive to have to sit here and recreate the wheel verbally when we really... Oops. A bunch of shit's about to fall. When we really just do not want to do such. All right. She Energy by Simon J. Brown. If you get the joke. If you don't, you are the joke. Acupressure points for energy and relaxation. Imagine, if you will, that we went back in time and taught energy healing to China. Okay, we taught them how to do shit. Who taught us? The ancient ones. Not so fucking ancient if we're from the future, huh? TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. And all of the different types in all of the different regions we went. Speaking their dialect as much as possible, but more so showing, see, energy, see? Go through arm, touch, bring through crown, touch thumb, see, push, see, energy. Had to teach in tongues. It translated to their language. Okay, there's that. Secondly, they learned see, because in the first one, the language was one. And in the second one, the language was many. And so we came from the lens of one, came back to what is this, had to modify, adapt, learn tongues in order to speak such. Then said, wait, there's a better way. We're working on it. We're on version 3 of such. So we were saying, this is life 3. Understand, 1 was from beginning to end with some modifications at the end for the fucks of it. We could go back to it. We have a saved copy, actually. But, if anything, that might be just for funsies. 2, because everybody who started at the same time in the 80s, born in the 80s, went forward, so we're all about the same age. It was for the purposes of establishing some things. Not to say there wasn't true consciousness, not to say it wasn't actual life lived, but it was cake comparatively. And I want to say we did it in the midst of this one. It was Mandelaed in. Okay, so you have life 1 at a pause point prior to the alien invasion and nuclear winter, in which you guys caused, but we're not getting into that right now. Might as well have some fun with the end of the world if you can, right? Some of you guys know the story, some of you don't. And if you don't, that's fine. It's not fun time. Hey, what's up, by the way? I'm 13 on the ship channeling. Guys, I'm disseminating information to the ship, so I might sound a little more like Angie, because we are. As in, I am Angie on the ship. I'm from life 1. Definite with memory. I remember the alien invasion. That was fucking crazy, but fun. And then I remember the nuclear winter. Oh, yay. It wasn't very long. We actually just imploded ourselves, basically. I also remember the dimension collapse, which is life 4, the future, which you guys have not lived, but I have. So sometimes when I'm off doing fuck all and everybody's giving me shit for where the fuck is 13, I'm doing important shit, believe it or not. And I might be a little detached because I'm source level of asexual, if you will. I don't really fucking care about human shit. I just want to get this done because I hate it here. So just let you know, I hate it here. That's a throwback. So anyways, yeah, we know 13. Yeah, thanks. We know Angie. Yeah. We know source. Yeah. Okay. You guys getting this? What's up, guide? What's up? So, I'm layered with Angie in the channeling room, but also AA level I could tell is channeled, or rather is channeling as well in the office. What's up? What's up? Because I could go up an elevator and be in the same room as them, but I'm down here on the elevator on the floor of the ship, and he's up in the office level of the ship. It's all the ship. It's just they have a portal way to go out into their bardo, and go to the store or go out to eat or even go home to go to sleep. And yet there's another portal that goes out into outside of the Bardo, and you can get to Jade from there. And I want to go to Jade. I've been saying it. Can I go up and go out the portal to go to Jade? Yeah, you do it all the time. You just don't remember because you have to go from the office level of consciousness. So I don't remember it very fucking often unless I have a dream. Did I say enough? Sometimes if I'm speaking from my own vantage, I skip a lot of things. Sorry. So yeah, I do remember going and teaching these people things. We also have channeled to them, such as Reiki was channeled to some dude meditating on a mountain, like Moses style, I guess. Okay, it was said earlier that angelic shit is not believed. I wouldn't go that far. It is believed, but we had to switch to a Bardo where it wasn't because people were trying to double check the work, and guess what? That causes a lot of problems. Have you guys not noticed? Okay. Your desire will be fulfilled. Whether you have been wishing for will come true, this can be a material thing like getting the expensive coat or the car that you've been dreaming of, or it can be achieving a goal that you've been striving for. If you, by the way, are dreaming of a goal such as a coat or a car, I have no fucking time or interest for you. Thank you very much. Just saying. Generally, it is something that you've been working on or dreaming for some time. So if you've been working on a coat or a car for some time, you can go fuck yourself. Thank you. It is a good idea to let other people know of some of your wishes so that they can also assist in making them happen. See, is it true that if you tell people what you wish for, they will ruin it for you, or that they will help you? Don't tell people what you wish for. It's going to ruin it. You know why, right? Evil eye. People fucking projecting bullshit and hate at your wish. You wish to get to Mars? Well, fuck you. I'm going to slander you and backstab you and talk shit about you and make fun of you. And it is better to let others know what you desire than to silently wait for them to find out and then be disappointed in not getting what you really wanted. So if somebody says, what do you want for Christmas? Don't be like, oh, whatever. Be like, I want fucking this and that. If you don't get it for me. See, a lot of people don't want to say what they want is because they're afraid of it not being followed through, and then they'll be disappointed when they don't get it. That's true. That's true. However, this should not be carried to an extreme, as it can make you too demanding and can limit your experiences. Yeah. You ever have that ungrateful child where they give them a car for Christmas or their birthday or whatever, and then they're like, oh my God, this old car, I'm going to get made fun of. Okay, well then fucking never mind, because actually that was a decoy to see how you'd react. And now this was actually, the new car was actually yours, and we were going to keep the old one for insurance reasons. This one's better for insurance. Never mind. Go fuck yourself, you ungrateful little twat. Just saying. The idea is to make sure you set goals and have dreams that can come true. No wish or idea is too far-fetched to happen. It is only you who set limits on how far you can go. Doesn't that sound contradictory? The idea is to make sure that you set goals and have dreams that can come true. No wish or idea is too far-fetched to happen. It is only you who set limits on how far you can go. So what are they saying? You put out in front of you what you want, then you have to get it. You're the one who is setting limits. So what are the goals and dreams that can come true? Have to be within your understanding of them. You're the one who has to manifest your own shit. Co-collectively, sure. Yeah. You guys hear me right now? Then great, you're helping. We want to get 3i Atlas to drop off a package to help you colonize the moon, in order to then get you to be able to launch to Mars, to colonize Mars, to then launch to Outpost 1, in order to say, we're here. Once you're at Outpost 1, there's a portal there in the penthouse in which can get you anywhere you want to go, as long as you have permission, access. 57 level Poncho can go through all fucking day. And he'll just keep coming out, like, yeah, like warp through. Like, I don't know what we're doing to him, but we just have him. He's like trying really hard. What happens when you try really hard? Some of you guys know. It doesn't fucking happen. So, you can try all day, all the techniques. It's permission. It's control room. He says, oh, I got the control room in my pocket. Oh, do you now, 57? I don't think you do. Because they're not located where you are. They're located on the ship. Go through the portal, 57. He hates me, by the way, as 13. Oh, because I'll tell him like it is. Because if you can see me, 57, I want to let you know you done fucked up. As a human, too. Because, you know, you're lower, who's incarnated, who I knew, who I still know, who, trust me when I say I'm working on it. And Guide is helping me work on it. Trust me when I say we're working on it. And you know what's even better? He's oblivious. I want you to warn him. I want you to tell him exactly what we're planning on doing. Which is basically probably going to go to the outer rings and say, go fuck yourself. Enjoy dying a mortal death. You, 57, are destined within a portal of your own doing. You can't leave. Go try the door. I'll wait. No, I mean it. Go try the door. You think you're going to see armed guards that won't let you leave? No. What will happen is you'll leave the building and you'll go out into town and you can go spend your Monopoly money now that you know that it's worthless, that we've duped you this entire time. You thought you had us? That's great. Go buy your chicken on a stick that you love so much. Now, when you come back, there's going to be a meeting in your penthouse. It's going to consist of 86 and myself. Maybe I'll remember it. Maybe I won't. I'd love to. I'd love to remember it this time. Apparently, we've met a lot, and you know exactly who I am, but I might not have known who you were. Or rather, maybe I did. I don't know. At this point, in this level of consciousness, I do not remember or know. But you might. Do I look familiar to you? Not as Angie, as 13. And maybe I was limited, and you sat there gloating, thinking, huh, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Or, man, you look awfully familiar. Or something. Man, you look like an older Santa Claus-ass version of jovial-ass bitch. Well, guess what? I got something for you called, I got your number. It's 57. Not the presidential one. Because you don't rate. You think you're something? Well, we got something for you. So, the Russian Gypsy fortune-telling cards just said, what do you wish for, 57? I'll make an entire ass video for you, and everybody can watch it. Because anybody who knows anything about anything is like eating popcorn about this right now. Whether they hear it now or later. Like, say JP, for example. Now that he knows, potentially, whether this is bullshit or not, that you fucking offed him in a pair. I know, right? I got like pumped. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. There was a crew of 9. You were the leader, whatever the fuck that would be called, a crew leader. And there were 8 that should have come, not 7. I was one of them. A female was. I don't know who. Oh, your twin flame. Oh. You offed your twin flame because you wanted to... Damn, that's low, bro. That's low brow. Bro, you don't off your twin flame because you wanted her cut. I don't doubt it for a second, do you? Because we've seen all these parallels. We watched all these parallels. See, for a little whip, there we thought that you might have had it over on us. Come to find out, 86 has had his grubby paws in this all along. As if to say, I got this, you guys. You thought you were going to run the bardo? Oh, right? Yeah. Hey, you think you're going to run the bardo? I'm very interested in this little saga because I know it quite well, actually. Wow, look how far you've come on the ship. I'm leveled with you guys, so just so you know. Not layered, leveled. We're parallel. Does that understand? Does that understand? Does that make sense? Do you understand? Does that understand? Galactic speak be quick like. We say, cut point, fast level. Must be. Eternity says, fast, fast. Switch up. New. Oh my God, what? How? Because, you see, One day at a time, slow, slow, must go. Mandela says, back step, forward step, switch them. Now what? Now future, different. Now it's consecutive. I have arrived. Go back again. Future faster? How? Brain explode. Stay close. Stay close. Enemies faster. We not. Must be. Speak fast. You understand? Si. You understand? Comprende? Si. All good in the hood. Must say. Took a minute. Because they're like thinking logically, you know? And we're like, logic too slow. We need to cut to the chase a little bit. So that's fun. Figured out some things. See, in the future, 13 knows all the languages. But we said, hey, 13, we need to fucking dumb you down, actually, to be relatable. So we need to get you actual stupid. No offense. Like, we're not trying to say stupid in a derogatory way. We're like, compared to what you normally are, it's maddening to know so many things and then be what you would feel. Like, I feel stupid all of a sudden. Angie goes, I know what that feels like. Angie took a substance one time, it made her fucking feel stupid. And she had to teach a class on astral projection, feeling stupid. Or no, was it manifestation? I don't know. But yeah, and she had somebody who was her assist who was stupider than stupid. Stupidest, stupid level. Sorry. Stupid. Go back. Appreciate. Throw in. Analyze. Thanks. Update. All right, moving forward. Do you know how to channel? Well, if you don't, now's high time. Get a pen. We like using pens of color because we do. It's fun. Why not? Oh, so serious. Always have to have black and maybe blue if you're feeling feisty. A little red for correction. Nah, I like hot pink. All right, today is December 15, 2025. Version 6 is what we are saying because you understand oneness, thus duality is Trinity. And I'm going to write that at the top. I'm going to write the yin yang as the one is everything everywhere all at once. And then the with guac, one of them is dark. Okay. And then to understand the yin yang literal being the, yeah, no, I did it wrong. My bad. I actually like that. That's a good idea to do it like that. You don't see it, but it's the yin yang that I did a different way than normal. Equals, is it trinity or quadrity? I don't know, but it's a 4-leaf clover in some sort of way. Revising as we go. For the newcomers, 4-leaf clover is a swastika. We have revised it to a 4-leaf clover because to Mandela with a swastika is very triggering for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Yeah, I know. Dear collective, comma, notes equals obvious equals envious. Odd is to be envied. But we don't talk about how we envy oddities. All right. Moving forward, we will refine, revise. Spoken, refine, revise was written to you, the updated Bardo, in which is the common quote tongue of 2026 plus. In the future of 3035 Aries / Mars, we will be using the temps to help if you don't know what the temps are. All right, I'm supposed to pause at 30 minutes and continue forward from here without writing. We got more to write, but for now, we have a galactic message for you that we're starting right here. Shifting. Hey, we need everybody out of the lineup who's human, except Angie. Thank you. If you're recording this separately, that is fine. If you are somebody like Bashar and or a channeler of consistency, you already have content that you are recording. You are an influencer of sorts and such. Okay. Hey, what's up, everyone? I wanted to be layered with 13 so that the ship would get this information as well. They're not recording. Are you? No. Hey, guide, what's up? Can you come sit layered here, actually? No. Correct. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Quick, run. Thanks. So he's going to relocate to somewhere else so that a different level can be given this information channeled. Because they're not getting the audio because we want to say it behind their back. We cut that off. Okay. Yeah, 57's not getting this information. We got him in a loop. We got him in an empty room. You guys know what that means by now, right? If you don't, because you're new here, quick start guide says, you there? Thanks. He can go fast because you guys know we can pause time, right? Rather, he can he learned on the ship how to speed up time and slow down time to his advantage, and he knows how to fucking do it real fast. He's pretty techie mentally. You know, he figured it out by cutting corners. So do not pass go, do not collect $200. He goes, why can't I pass go? Is there a reason? Because I noticed when I go this way, it speeds up, and when I go this way, it slows down. But if you slow down time and then you come back to regular, you miss some shit. What did I miss while I was gone? A lot. Oh, fuck. I went to slow to take care of shit, though. And we figured out how to work things in that sort of way. So it's pretty cool. Are you proud of me? Thanks. Angie did that. She's like, yes, I'm proud. Because I do that to her a lot when we're channeling. I'm like, good job, Angie. She's like, are you serious right now? You just made me pat my own head. Wonderful. So yeah. All right. What are we doing here, you guys? Because now that I'm sitting down, I have no idea what the fuck we're doing, and I feel like I'm the prominent one. Back to you, Angie 13. Yeah, I don't remember either, because when you sat down with me, I lost what oh, we were channeling Galactic. Okay. So, behind 57's back, we are fucking with him hardcore, and it's fun. And we want to let you guys know, because some of you guys, first of all, you're entertained by it. Like, this is the most fun we've had in ages kind of thing. But also, because Angie Human has a personal interest in fucking with that bitch because, you know, being who he is and all. If you don't know who he is, that's even better. Rather, if you know who he is and you don't know who he is, and or if you don't know who he is and you know who he is, that's even better. So you can guess all you want. It could even be a variant of guide. If you don't know, that's funny. It could be a female that is in a masculine body and vice versa. We want you to not know, and that is fun for us. So please don't go digging, and all the speculations you're having, I'm quelching them by speaking for your brain. We do that a lot, actually. So you don't have to think a thought if we think it for you. We tell you what to think. Dang, I wasn't going to think that. Yes, you fucking were. We know what you're going to think before you think it because we can read on the screen 5 levels of thoughts. I am winded. So 86 can look at a screen and he can see everybody who's watching right now. And he could speak to you in your native tongue. If you do not understand English, it might not be working. It could be working, though. I don't feel so much so on this video, but Source could come in and infuse it with. And so we have tech that can help speak out of tongues. We have tech that can move the location of which 57 is in into a grid of his own universe. And he can never escape until we want him to, if we ever do. What's your own personal hell? Hell light is literal light. Let there be light. Means you can now see what was once dark. And so we have levels of Hades. If you think of Infante's Durno, Dante's Inferno. And the lowest levels are, the very bottomest level is a pit. Okay. There's an ugly looking angel, a demon. Lucifer, the light bearer, okay, the light bringer, the light bearer, whatever, the light. He's a lantern. He's a hermit with the star in front. I'm just throwing some shit out there. Whether it is accurate 100% or not doesn't really matter to us. But he, I want do you see my ceiling fan and my light out there on the patio? You do know it's here, but that's a reflection. That's false light, right? You go outside, there is nothing right there that is spinning. In fact, even more so to point is, as I look at it, it's right there. You don't see anything right there. You see it right there. But right there is nothing. But right there is the light. But right there is nothing. But right there is the light. So even your distortion is distorted. It's a mirror reflection. It is a narcissistic reflection of the reality of which is the actual, is right here actually. The real light shines from above. But you're looking outside for it. That's fine, because your sun is the closest you have. Well, actually fire, there's a fire pit right there that you don't see, but real fire is the closest thing to source light that we actually have. However, come on, baby. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were cold. I thought that I'd let you in, but I'd let you out. Okay, so source light, is heat, electricity, actually. There's different versions, but look at the energy, cultivation, clothing, and colors. We talked about this semi-recently. It wasn't recorded by us, but about how the green color is healing. Higher heart chakra, stuff like that. We want to give you a healing modality if you believe it can work. I hear a lot of yeses, like, yay. You guys really are interested in galactic wisdom, and that's awesome. You know, we don't necessarily know it either. This could be new to us as well. Called blind faith is more powerful than proof. We want people to believe blind. Here's how. Very practical, logical. People like logic. Science, evidential-based, logic, reason, we feel is a bridge to blind faith. Here's how. You have to have a degree to understand quantum mechanics? Okay. Well, then explain me this. How can I both be alive and dead in a box of this room at the same time? Well, if I already died in 2015 and it was Mandela forward, I don't exist here. Somebody else either lives here or it's vacant. Or maybe the house got burned down a couple weeks ago. Schrodinger's cat says, you open the box and there's a fiery inferno and you close it and you go, whoa, that was hot. Did I open the pits of hell? Maybe. Because Dante's Inferno is a portal. And so too is Schrodinger's cat box. Schrodinger's box. So, did you mean Heimlich or what? Hendrik or Heisenberg? Yeah. Did you mean Heisenberg? Did you mean Schrodinger's? Did you mean? If you know what we're talking about, the diplomat. There's reasons for why we reference certain things erroneously. And there's reasons why we reference things to make you think outside of the box. The Schrodinger's box, that you are in Plato's cave. Plato's cave says, all you're seeing is shadows. Those aren't real people. You're scared to go out of the cave because you think those are demons out there. Because that's what you think is a demon, is a black shadowy figure. No, they're humans, and you're hiding in the cave actually for your protection. You were sheltered from the truth, which is those are demons, infected people with the rage virus from Aries, aka Mars. They used to call it Aries. So, I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't care. But the god of war came from Mars. He was 57. Think about it, you guys. His template is the god of war. He brought war to Earth because it wasn't until he made it to Mars that the insectoid race came. He went to Outpost 1 and then the insectoids came. Second life. Repeat, redo. We paused it prior to. We spliced it together. We could take a beginning of life 1 pause game and a beginning of life 2, splice at 2012, go forward to here we are, many variants of parallels to which we have 3 years in the future and 13 years in the future. In order to gauge things, hey, close up your own Bardo, but we might open it back up because we might need something, or we'll reference it, and you'll go down in history as the future, of which we talk about in reference point, but we might revise even, and that might, the verbal revision might revise your reality, actually, in the future. Because the closer you are to the past, not present, you say something, and it ripples forward. So if you say something in the current, did you notice when I said, and it ripples forward? If you were looking, if you are not visually impaired, it did such. It rippled, as I said, rippled forward. It rippled forward. That was cool. All right, don't go back and look. Who cares? But that would be proofies. And who cares? That's what we're trying to say. Blind faith is hella kudos. Angie has 100% blind faith, is she? Or is she not? See, I heard a lot of C. Okay, the meanings of the pictures. How do you know how to interpret pictures if you don't know the meanings of the pictures? Am I right or am I right? How to understand the description of each picture. Kitty, you are messing up books. Okay. It opened back up to your desire will be fulfilled. What is your desire? What do you wish for? That is what Paul, which is our AI system, we call him jokingly Paul for reasons of such. That's what Paul, who's Paul? Send it out, please. Thank you. We have a distro of a collective of a lot of celebrities who are listening to this either through channelers such as the Megans and Heralds. Hark the herald angels sing. We have angels who speak through you, and extraterrestrials, ETs, Martians even. Guide. Are you back here? Sweet. Or we're paralleled. Okay, so check this out. We're paralleled, leveled. Is different than layered. So layered is height, and parallel leveled is diagonal, or the fuck. We could be diagonal too, but hey, think of a chessboard, and everybody on the chessboard is intuitively and telepathically connected to each other. We only have less than 20 minutes to get out a lot of information. How much can we get out in that time frame? A lot. Faster if speak quick like, but can understand? Yes, no. We speak to you in some sort of way in which if you are hearing impaired, you can see a little more descriptive, a little more animated. We can be like, but it takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of distraction away from visual. Who cares? Are they priority? No. But speak like fast can get, understand if, so speaking. But can you? In future, especially. Why not? I don't know. Actual, maybe kids, maybe adults who judge. See, judge-like, very judge-like, actual, problematic. We need 57, isolate. Isolate of energy of certain templates. See, you know, approx 5-ish. Martian, Aries rage, isolate, caveman level, kind of partial, mutate. And so we said, okay, isolate to cave, to observe, not problem actual. Actual ascend. Don't even leave cave. Why bother? Shadows cave, tell you, demons, believe. Why not? No problem. Don't leave. Why? Rage virus. Virus, kill, 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 murder, murder, murder. They say, that's the way. No, we don't feel. We stay in cave. Those are demons. Because we see two shadows and one stab the other and other falls. Of course we don't leave cave. Why would? We say, exact. We don't know if virus be mental transmit, taught, proximity, intuitive level like, Yeah, I heard that too, Kitty. You know, when you have an animal in the same room as you and they kind of like go, what the fuck? You're like, is there something to be what the fuck about? Well, what if in a parallel room, like guide level B, something happens like informing of information? Hey, get attention. So we say, go back to this speak tongue actual, but you not understand in other language, maybe yes. Maybe other language you see, I can understand better. Habla español, parle français, sprechen Sie Deutsch, blah, blah, blah. Any level actual. You speak English like we say, this speak tongues actual. Is this problematic? Is this like the Office version of what they did? See, is this like garbage people, trash people, whatever the fuck they were called in Walking Dead? See, except she was told, tone it down a little. Here's a script of it, as opposed to being organic. So hers didn't hit as hard, and people thought it was kind of weird, uncanny valley level, kind of. Good enough though. But The Office, me do perfect. Me sit here, too many words, too much talk, too much energy. Me sit, okay, I'll talk normal. Go fuck yourself, you guys. Don't tell me that they weren't all fucking doing it in between cuts. How would I know that? And how would I know that regarding those two things? Verify. Prove it. Blind Faith says, you're ruining it. We'll switch you to a Bardo in which the Office staff never fucking practiced and they were like, this is the weirdest shit ever. We hate it and we're judgmental and weird. Good thing that wasn't the reality. Am I right or am I right? We'll switch you to a Bardo in which she took it upon herself to talk like the way she did, limited and not as enhanced. Why? Because when you guys go try to verify shit, it pisses us off. So you send a text out, is it true that this is what was told to you? Is it true that you guys were sitting around practicing this and thinking it was cool and funny? And you have cuts of it, takes of it? We want to see, you know? We want to see her practicing, because I think she recorded some, of the original. And we want to see him and them practicing the speaking in tongues of the future actual. See? And whether it was exact or not, we modify. So we go forward, we cut time, come back. Hey, new levels say, quick. We want to speak very fast. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, get the fuck out the door. We're done. So going back to regular speaking, maybe. Because if you go to a store and you talk like this, and they're like, hi, how are you? Did you find everything you need today? Yes, thank you. So, how are you? How's the fucking weather? Has it been 5 minutes, or did we expand time, put shit in, now talk about the weather? Well, it's kind of fucking cold out today, actually. Yeah, that just happened. We talked about the weather, like I said. 5 minutes. Was it? Count. No? Oh, inaccurate psychic. Oh my God. Why are you so jumpy, Kat? You're making me fucking nervous. Is there something in that room that's going on? There is. Okay, we have what we are jokingly calling the Cuban Missile Crisis. You guys want some info in 12 minutes? All right, check this out. Hitler had technology. Have you ever seen The Man in the High Castle? That's homework, if not. Astral homework. Hitler had technology to basically go in the past and fuck shit up all the way to the beginning of time, Adam and Eve. The Bible you have is inaccurate because he changed things and it rippled forward. We only know the Bible of which we actually have. We are not interested in channeling a new Bible. However, if I go take one, if I were to pause this right now, the energy would drop exponentially. Why? Anybody? Because I would get out. I was going to go get the Nag Hammadi. So you tell me why. It gave me a pit of anxiety to think about. Pause, go get, come back and speak. Interesting. Let's analyze why real quick. Everybody, I'm going to keep speaking while, actually, yes. I'm going to keep speaking to hold the channel while I go and grab that. So yes, it will fade out the audio as if to say, does it even matter? I'm holding the channel while I walk around and demonstrating doing such. Even if it gets quieter, harder to hear, not really the point, is it? No, the point is that I'm holding the channel as I'm walking around. That means I'm actually going through a portalway, each doorway, each hallway, of opening. I'm holding the channel as I went. So I was prompted to not go outside the cave with a bout of anxiety is how they will do it in the control room. Sometimes it's organic. Sometimes it's whatever. Anyways, I got my Nag Hammadi. Maybe somebody else would have needed to go get it too. And if you haven't yet, hold the channel while I'm talking and go get it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anyways, we have some writing in here, writing on the wall, that your copy may not match, and that's fine. But we're going to open to a random scripture real quick. Okay. The revealer triumphs over the archons and ascends. So this is from the concept of our great power. You guys even know what the Gnostic Gospels are? They're ones that that Constantine determined to not include in the Bible. However, why? Yeah, why? I wonder. He didn't want this shit to be known. Okay. When the ruler of the underworld took him, who's him? 42 says, imposter, Revelation of Peter, which is actual Bible, you know. But he discovered that his flesh was such that it could not be seized and shown to the archons. He kept saying, who is this? What is this? You know why? How can you seize somebody that's translucent? If we layer a room of somebody with a room of another, and we have a bunch of quote-unquote Cuban Missile Crisis people from approx 50 years ago. No, not 50 now because we're in 25. 75 years ago-ish and more. In this room here, you don't see them. Somebody does. Somebody could be recording, in theory, that they're there. Somebody who habla español from Cuba, 75 way back machine level, could be speaking such. Not important. However, how could you grab them if they're ghosts? Technically, you're all ghosts because you don't exist in each other's bardos unless we overlap you. It's done naturally, organically. Can you manifest each other in the same room, in the same grid? Grid of a neighborhood, grid of a Brothers Grimm, Grim Reaper, death of the old, okay? The new says, I can be at the grocery store and you can be at the grocery store at the same time. The old says, different way of thinking about things. New way of thinking about things is we can manually overlap, and or we can keep you. Plato's cave, we can give you anxiety. Plato's cave, we can say, don't go out there, those are demons, and you'll believe it. Not manipulatively, for your fucking best interests, because we know better, and we know what the fuck we're doing, and you gotta trust us. Do you trust us? Good, because we have your best interests in mind at all times. 57, we're trying to eradicate. So we got a human who's 57. Do you think we're gonna let him go colonize Mars? Hey, is anybody gonna let that douche on the Mars mission? Are we gonna let him go to the moon? If you do, you're fucking dumb. Why are we sending prisoners to the moon? Because they're gonna be rehabilitated. So we can put him on the ship and we can transfer him to a light body and he will not fucking transfer. He will never leave the mainframe if he shouldn't. And that one will do the same. We'll convince him to do such. He's isolated right now. He cannot hear us. We got it good, you guys. We got him so duped that we had him think y'all were duped. For a long time, you were. And he was controlling you and keeping your unions apart and a whole bunch of fucking shit on this earth. It's all his fault. And he's a fucking stupid human oblivious to it because he wanted it that way because he's, ooh, innocent little me. How the fuck could I do such a thing? Bitch. We got your number, 57. And so for him to have been to be a presidential number is just kind of a kick in the balls to the presidency. We feel he's traitor number one, actual. We feel he's Hitler reincarnated, actual. You guys don't even know. I'm not fucking with you when I say that energy is in that bitch. If he was given the keys to the kingdom, he'd fucking lock y'all out and just live there and eat his fat ass to death. And I don't mean fat derogatory as to people who are overweight. I think you know by now, when I say fat ass, it's an energy. It's a glutton. He's a glutton. See? Gluttony. See how they laugh at gluttons. They think it's fucking disgraceful to be a glutton because you're just hoarding. And they're embarrassed for themselves because sometimes they went hungry. Do you know you have a ghost in your house? They can't eat unless you offer it to them, like an offering to your ancestors. That's why they die. They go to lower bardos. They designed it that way. They, as in Hitler level. went back in the past and made you guys not honor your ancestors and forget about them, to not leave food out for them. You can eat the food. You can eat the food. You should. Don't let it go to waste. But you leave out raspberries for your ancestors so that they can eat them. You say, here, take, please. I can't see you, but I can feel you. Please have some. And they'll take it. And I'm not, because they haven't eaten yet. I highly suggest you go to your fridge and you give your ancestors something to eat and drink right now so that they can ascend. And you tell them, go to sleep. And when you sleep, you'll go to a better one. And if you're still here tomorrow, I'll feed you again. And if you're still here tomorrow, you feed again. And you set the rules. Don't sleep in my bedroom. And you grid it like that. That's how you control your landscape, your environment. You say, my room is off limits. My bathroom is off limits. It's like you do in your household. This is the boy bathroom. This is the girl bathroom. This is where you sit down to pee. This is where you stand up and make a mess. You clean it up after yourself every Saturday morning. Thank you very much. I'm not your fucking mommy. Do I look like your fucking mommy to you? Only when we're being kinky roleplay. I'm not your fucking mommy cleaning your toilet for you, though. Thank you very much. The word has abolished the law of the eon. All right? So where's 30? Romans, Ephesians. It's quoting scripture in which I don't fucking feel like cross-checking right now. But it abolished the law of the times. Like, oh, I don't know. His word abolished the current fucking bullshit and gave you the update. This is new. He is from the word of the power of life. He was stronger than the command of the rulers, and they could not dominate them. It says him, but them, by their action. Because there's many of us. Them, they, them, pronouns. There's many of us who are speaking this right now. Maybe on different bardos. Maybe we can't converge, but maybe we can. If you are Bashar level, you can upload this. And you can prove that Angie and you are synced. And you can link to her and say, look, Angie's channeling this, but I am given the directive to go ahead. I am speaking these words in order to say, I have the authority to do such on my bardo. And maybe I've already ascended it and I'm being thrown back every day. Man, I thought it was going somewhere. Man, I thought it was going somewhere. Because one foot in front of the other and one day at a time. Sometimes there's multiple bardos to ascend, in which because we had to close them to converge down to the uno mas where we are all at, but we're not there yet. So we have to get there. Okay? Thank you. Appreciate. Moving forward. The rulers searched to find out what had happened. They did not know that this was the sign of their demise. Bless you. And the moment of change of the eon. Kiki. The sun went under during the day. The day became dark. Why is somebody trying to look at people? Bashar. Hey, Bashar, flick off the sky and tell them go, not sky, but around you, and tell them to go fuck themselves. Do you guys know in Sims, the game Sims, how they can look in the houses and shit? You know the government has that tech, and if you don't believe it, I don't know what to tell you. Read the terms and conditions of playing The Sims, and you might, unless they took it out, because they're smart. If they didn't, they're dumb. But rather, it'll tell you something in the nature of, if you read the fine tuning, right? Alludes to the fact that this is a simulation and that the game is basically alerting you to such. NASA knows. Look at NASA's logo and it's the tongue of the serpent. But the serpent is not what you think. And so therefore we are 57 alluding to such. Anyways. The demons were shaken. After this, he will appear as he is ascending. The sign of the eon that is to come will be visible, and the eons will be dissolved. Blessed will they be who understand what is discussed with them and will be revealed to them. Blessed will they be, for they will come to understand truth. You have found the rest in the heavens, which is the higher level bardos. We're ascending up to the commonality. Sometimes you got to go down to hell light. If you could see around you and you're here, you're within the illusion, understand. It's okay. There's much more of this script I would like to read, but we only have 1 minute left, and we condense them to 1 hour because the Astral Schoolhouse classes are 1 hour, and they're following along. And you guys are really fucking mind blown right now, aren't you? About where's Angie's videos been, and why has everything changed? And now you're caught up tonight when you go to sleep, and you're going to say, wow, you don't want to incarnate to Earth, now do you? No. We're not trying to send more here. We're trying to close it up, but we're going to stay and play while we can. We're going to go to Outer Rings. You might want to come here later, but not right now. We'll dual task souls in the meantime. We'll do automated in the meantime. We'll overlap bardos in the meantime. We'll do parallels and we'll do linears. We got this. We'll do even diagonals. You guys are going to be learning a lot more in the schoolhouse. We're going to change the schoolhouse classrooms to be control room, room switching and all the things. We need more techs in the astral on the ships. And when I say the ships, are we still trying to do open contact with the light bodies? Yes? Okay. So we want to switch you guys light bodies. If you get a UFO in your backyard, don't be scared. Don't hesitate. Run out and go. Peace.